Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to my channel, Georgia Girl Air Woman Wellness and more. And I'm your host, Georgia Girl. Today is another day of breast cancer awareness. I'm just going to put out a couple of disclaimers. My channel does not diagnose or give any medical advice to anyone concerning their health. I'm on a YouTube blogger. I'm up here to uplift and not tear down. And I'm here to help motivate. And I'll be sharing some information, but you can also do your own research and you can also find this information on your own. My live stream today is about uh, symptoms of breast cancer. And it's also about sharing about how you can check your own breasts at home. But you never take things up on your own. Whenever you're seeing something going wrong, make sure you contact your doctor. Always consult your doctor with everything that you got going on when it concerning your health. I'm just going to share a brief about my update with my health. Everything seemed to be going okay. I'm still 7 days in on this raw food diet. It's been challenging, but I'm managing. I went back to the doctor yesterday. I got some treatment. My doctor said, "You're doing good." I done lost 10 pounds already. Um, so the purpose of me changing my eating habits is to get the swelling and inflammation down in my joints. And I'm on the right track, but it's challenging. But today, our commentary is about breast cancer awareness. Like I said, next week it'll be the last show I do on breast cancer awareness. Um, if I have any survivors out there that want to come on the panel and share anything about breast cancer, share your journey, your input about it. I also have some merch available if anyone wants to check out my online boutique. I have shirts, hoodies, and different things like that. Um, but if you're in the bushes, thank you for in the bushes. Give me a thumbs up. If you decide you want to come in the chat, you're welcome to come in the chat, long as you're being positive to me and you being respectful to the chat. I do believe in respecting others over here, but I hope everybody's Wednesday is going great. We've been having some cool mornings lately. Like I said, I deal with inflammation. This little arm here that's what I'm dealing with now with the inflammation in my joint right there. But it's getting a little better. It's getting a little better. But that's basically what I just want to put out that disclaimer. Like I said, I'm not licensed to diagnose anyone. I go to the doctor myself. Only thing I do is try to encourage others to look. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. This is what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Like when it came out of my changing my journey, I mean, yes, I struggle with it, but I know this for my best. So, but I'm not. I had family members that had breast cancer, but it's a lot. I'm still learning about breast cancer. So, in order for me to do the commentary on, I had to do some research and find some things that I think that I can talk about on my channel. But if anybody that's have had breast cancer, that is a survivor, I would love to hear your story, your journey. I have one more show scheduled for next week. And that's what we're doing right now. I'm just putting out some information, which you can also look it up yourself. It's just commentary for me. So I just want to get that out. That we was taught when we was going to get our physicals and when we go to the doctor, they always show us how we can examine our own breast. So I'm just going to read the steps of how you can do your home treatments at home. But if you see anything out of the ordinary with your breast, don't try to diagnose yourself. Go to the doctor, okay? But it's good to keep yourself checked. You can check yourself like when you're taking a shower or when you're just coming out from taking a bath. You standing up. I'm gonna read the steps of what we're gonna go through, but first, I just want to put those disclaimers out there. And I also want to shout out to some of the ones that are my members. Thank y'all for your continuing membership. Like I said, this is Wellness Wednesday. And if you've been following me, you know basically what I do over here. Sometimes I share information about different awareness of each month. And so October is breast cancer awareness. And I'm also wearing pink. I'm going to show my little video about my merch until I can get my information up that I want to read to y'all. And this information I'm reading, going to read to y'all, it coming from the American Cancer Society. Hey, welcome in. How are you doing? Are you new? This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I'll be sharing some things about breast cancer. Uh, are you a survivor, or do you know someone that has breast cancer? If you know someone, or if you're a survivor, just put some pink ribbons in the chat to honor people that have breast cancer. Over here on my channel, I like to share information and share. People come on the panel if they choose to come up and share their testimony about their journey. Over here, you'll find that I'm all about trying to uplift and not tear down. I have my own wellness journey that I'm on myself, and I thank God daily for giving me the strength to be able to do the things I need to do to keep myself on track with my health. But it's good to see you. Are you new? Do you have a channel? Intro, Jet. I hope I'm saying your name right. But my commentary today is about symptoms of breast cancer. Like I said, this is commentary. This is not to diagnose anyone. Okay? That's just my disclaimer. This is commentary. This is for educational, entertainment purposes only. I can't diagnose anyone because I stay at the doctor myself. So I have my share of doctor appointments. And if you've been following me, you know that I do. I'm on a journey now with this raw food diet, and it's been kicking my butt. But I'm 7 days in, but I'm 50 some days starting changing my eating habits. So it has been challenging, but I'm a survivor. I am also a cancer survivor, but a thyroid cancer survivor. So I'm gonna get into my commentary today. I just wanted to share about the symptoms of breast cancer. And if you watched my show last week, hey Matthew, how you doing? If you watched my show last week, you know that I talked about early detections does save lives. And men also get breast cancer too. So men, you have to get yourself checked out also. It ain't just a woman thing. It's known for men to have breast cancer too. They check y'all through x-rays and different types of tests. I'm on my phone because my computer, it just put me down. I got to try to either get another one or try to see what's going on with it. I said, I can't keep letting it stress me out. I just have to work with my phone. So if you see me going out, it's because I got a phone call. But I do have another device here. I'm trying to get it loaded up. But how you been doing, Matthew? Are you enjoying this fall weather? Are you enjoying this fall weather? I know a lot of people are enjoying this cool air, morning cool air and the evening cool air. And y'all be careful out there because this type of weather is pneumonia weather. It is pneumonia weather. You have to go with it. You know, you have to dress accordingly to the weather. Dress accordingly to the weather. You know, it be warm. You probably go out in the morning time with your jacket on, and before the day over with, you're taking your jacket off. So that's how it is right now because of it's fall. and it don't be like that. I know I had took the flu shot last week. Um, it did pretty good so far. So I'm not here to tell no one to take the flu shot, but a lot of people are taking the flu shots, and the COVID is also still out there. So they are suggesting that people start wearing their mask, and you know, like when you're in a lot of outs a lot, and if you around a lot of people, I always just have one in my bag, because you just never know. Because it's still out there. It haven't went away. It's not as bad as it used to be, but COVID is still out there. But this is what I want to share and talk about today. And this is for educational, entertainment purposes only. If you find that my channel is helpful to you, I do meal preps, entertainment, family. I'm sharing my own real life wellness journey. Don't forget to give my like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to become a member of my channel, just hit the join button. I does have membership available. Um, so like I said, you're welcome to hang around in the chat as long as you're being respectful. So I'm gonna get into my commentary. My first thing I want to talk about is the symptoms of breast cancer. Like I said, this is commentary. It is not to diagnose anyone or tell anyone what they should or should do. Always consult your doctor. Always consult your physician. If you got any changes in anything that's going on with your body, just remember we got to take care of ourselves, Can y'all hear me? I'm not on the camera, but can y'all hear me? Because y'all hear me? Y'all can see what I got on the screen. First thing I want to share with y'all about the symptoms of breast cancer. Like I said, this is commentary. This is from the Cancer Society. You can also do your own research and you can find this, and it's very helpful. But this is not a diagnosis for anyone, just commentary, okay? I have to make sure I put that out there and put some pink bowls in the chat. If you have anything pink on your phone, like a pink bowl or something like that, those pink bowls are represent people that is fighting and the people that are still have won their breast cancer and for the survivors. Okay. Just putting that in here. But yes, that's what I'm talking about today. Just talking about the symptoms of breast cancer. Like I said, I checked my own, but still I'm scheduled for a mammogram pretty soon. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to get down to next year, but my doctor said she want me to go every year. Some people go get their exam yearly. Some people get their exam. Hey, pre-retirement, how are you? And happy Wednesday. Today is Wellness Wednesday, and I'm still talking about breast cancer awareness. Y'all make sure y'all check one another out in the chat. We have pre-retirement. We have Matthew. We also have a new person, Indra Jeet. Y'all can check them out. Hope your day is going well. Have you had your breast exam this year? Have you had your mammogram done yet? I know some people go every year. Some people go every 2 years, and then like your doctor probably would recommend. Like my doctor recommend I go every year, not because of something wrong, just because of age. Some people, but you start getting your mammogram at 40. That's what I shared last week. We was talking about the mammograms and how important the mammograms are, because early detections does save lives. But I'm doing okay. Like I said, I'm still with this Raw food diet, it been killing me. But mentally, I had to get myself together on it. It's a struggle, but I'm okay. I can say I'd have had plenty of fruits and vegetables. I'd have had plenty of fruits and vegetables. So I was waiting till my other device load up so I can read it this off. But today I just want to share about the symptoms of breast cancer, and I was gonna go over the home test exam you can do at home. But don't never just go on your word. If you do see something when you examine yourself, always let your physician know if you find a lump or anything like that, because it's very important. Sometimes when you do your own home checking, you might see something, might feel something, and you might not. But a lot of people does find their own. If they see something not right, they find it themselves. You know, everybody know their bodies, and you know when something ain't right. Cause I know when something ain't right with mine. I know when I swells. I know when I get those. I know when that inflammation have flared up. It flared up in my arm. It was real. My arm was real swole last week, but it's starting to go down some. And my doctor told me that some of that food you eat. So people don't realize a lot of foods we eat does hurt us the most. But I done learned it now and changing up my eating habit. Yes, I grumble about it, but I'm starting to see the difference. So let's see, did I put that in there? I don't think I put that one in there. Let's see which one I put in here. Hold on. So right here it just say, do you know the signs and symptoms of breast cancer? Like I said, this is commentary. If you're coming in the chat, I do welcome you. If you're in the bushes, I also welcome you. You can come in the chat. You can come in the chat if you want to. I won't bite. And like I was telling the guys, this just not only um my channel is for everybody. I do not judge anyone for who they are or what color they are or your sexual preference, your religion, your color. That doesn't matter with me, long as you're respectful. Okay, getting into the commentary right here, it saying this is educational entertainment purposes only. And I found this from the Cancer Society. You can also do your research and you will also be able to find it. This commentary for me, this is blogging awareness for breast cancer. So what are the possible breast cancer symptoms? Swelling of one or both breasts, hard or firm lumps, including lumps in underarms, changes in the skin on breast or nipple. Hey Joshua, how you doing? Discharge from the nipple, dimpling of the skin on breast. I'm talking about the symptoms of breast cancer. And this is very important. If you see anything like women and men too, men get breast cancer also. If you see that your breast, all right, if you're looking at yourself in the mirror, if you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and you know, when you be after you take your shower or a bath or whatever, and you're looking at your breasts and you notice that one of them is bigger than the other one, or one of them is way out of shape than the other one, And, and you just notice all of a sudden, wow, my breasts is starting to look different. If you just see anything like they swell or if you could feel a hard lump or anything up there, please contact your physician. And even if you feel something up under your arm, sometimes we can get lumps and knots up under your arm. And some people be thinking sometimes it might be a cyst or might be something else. But I'm telling you about me, anything that go on with me, I go to the doctor. Any little thing that I see that I need to get checked out, I get it checked out. I'm just being honest. Because sometimes we can try to doct on ourselves or thinking that, we know what we're doing. Then sometimes we might end up hurting ourselves, making things worse than what it is. In other words, if you see any type of lumps or anything out of the ordinary, you see any type of discharge or anything that dripping, or if you just hurt up there, please get yourself checked out. Some things you just don't hesitate on. You don't, you know, you're going to get it taken care of. Sometimes when you try to put things like to the side or I'm going to do it tomorrow. No, tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. We got to live one day at a time. One day at a time. If you got something going on with your breast or any type of health issues, take care of yourself. And shout out to you, Joshua. I see you doing your thing over there. You doing your exercise, you doing your fitness, you doing your walking and playing basketball. I've been seeing you over there. Shout out to you. Keep up the good work. So I was just going over some of the symptoms. But like I said, this is commentary. But like I said, you should know your own body. You should know your own body. I mean, you can know if something is not right. Just make sure you get it checked out. Any kind of changing in your breast or nipple, either, the color of your nipple's supposed to be. But if they start looking another color or just something looking odd about it, get yourself checked out. Do not hesitate. And I will say this again. Do not hesitate when it comes down to your health. Because I never forget the time when I first felt that lump in my neck. When I first felt the lump in my neck to find out I had thyroid cancer, I knew something wasn't right because I couldn't hardly swallow my food. It was just like it was like the food was catching up, was getting caught up. And I'm like, what's going on? And after I went and got diagnosed, they told me what it was. And they told me that that tumor could have got bigger enough where it could have cut off my breathing. So that's what I'm saying. Hey, Sassy, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm over here just talking about breast cancer, about some symptoms and things like that. And good to see you. I see you doing your thing. Shout out to Sassy for doing her walking. She's walking for breast. So she walked her own personal journey, but this month she's been walking for breast cancer. Shout out to you. And I'm just over here talking about the symptoms of breast cancer. I'm doing okay, girl. I'm hanging in there. I went back to the doctor yesterday. I done lost about 10 pounds. And I told my doctor yesterday, I said, look, he said, look, I put you on a 14-day just to see how you gonna be. But he said, if you just happen to want to eat something with, but I'm sticking with it. I'm good. It was a struggle the first week, but it seemed like now I'm getting I'm getting adjusted. I'm getting adjusted. He just said, we just want to make sure you be healthy, make sure you stop being in so much pain. That is the goal right there. to be pain relief and stop swelling. And I'm like, okay. So I got my injection yesterday. It get rough, but I said, I got this. So my 14 days will be up next week, the end of next week. But my doctor appointment is on November the 3rd. So yeah. How you been doing, Sassy? But today I just want to share about the symptoms of breast cancer. Like I said, anytime that you see something that's not right, look at your body. Pay attention to it. Check it out. True. I be up there checking how many women in check their breasts after they come out the bathroom or take a shower. I'm gonna go through. Talk about the way you can check it. I do. I just be up there just feeling it, try to see what's going on. So I had got so paranoid one time. You know, my daughter's a nurse, right? And I was like, T, do you feel so right? I told my mom, they ain't nothing. Your tissues will have your tissues up there be real full, right? And shoot, I thought I had felt something up that one time. But the doctor said it was just tissue. But I'm due for a mammogram. They haven't made my date, scheduled my appointment yet, but she told me I'm gonna do one this year. But right here, just showing like the symptoms and signs. Like I said, if you see anything up under your arm, like you feel any type of lump, or that's what one of my friends, she's a breast cancer survivor. She's about 10 years, almost 10 years now. She said her first sign was she noticed a lump up under her arm. And like I said, sometimes we get like lumps or bumps. You know, some people be thinking that it be just a pimple or a cyst, but when those things hurt and they begin to rise, you don't need to play around with them. You need to go get those checked out. So if you see any type of lump, sometimes you might think it might be a hair bump or something, but those are some of the signs of breast cancer. If you see any type of lump up under your arm, if you see any type of dimpling of your skin, like, like if okay, for instance, your breast is one color, right? And if you see your breast turning a darker or maybe a lighter color, you know, get it checked out. Don't hesitate. And if you see any type of discharge, any type of something like that, oh, you had benign or scattered tears several times. Yeah, but it be scary, the girl. Especially when your breasts be real full up there and real tender. And by me dealing with pain, right? And my shoulder be hurting and it be feeling like my breastbone be hurting. And the doctor be telling me that's just tissues, those are your muscles, because it feel like it be up above my breast, but it go toward my shoulder. I have had pain like that. And so I had to go get it checked out because I want to make sure, just want to make sure it's not nothing else. And ain't nothing wrong with asking questions. Cause that's what we got our insurance for. That's what we go to the doctor for. Hey Tara, how you doing? That's what we go to the doctor for. That's why we have to ask questions. That's why if you got insurance, if you're able to go to the doctor and get yourself checked out, get yourself checked out. But if you can, like when I found that on my neck, I knew that it hadn't grown. They found that lump or that tumor on my neck, I felt it myself. I felt it myself, and I was where I couldn't hardly swallow my food. And so I went to the doctor. I said, this not how this supposed to be. I said, I ain't been strangling trying to eat and trying to drink stuff. And that doctor told me if I hadn't got that tumor out when I did, it was gonna stop up my airway. But it came from seeing the growth. I saw the swelling. I felt it. And so I went to my doctor, and that's the same thing about breast cancer. If you see any type of growth, any type of discharge, any type of color in your breasts, like if you know your skin tone is, for instance, pecan brown or darker brown, and if your breasts coming out to be like lighter or either darker or redder, get it checked out. Good to see you, Terry. Just doing some little commentary over here today. Just I put those disclaimers out here. Like I said, my channel is not here to diagnose anyone or suggest or either get any type of advice or any type of medical um, procedure. This is commentary. I'm here to uplift and not tear down. I'm basically about trying to keep myself motivated along with others. So if you're coming in, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. But today, I just want to share about the symptoms of breast cancer. Next week, I do my last show. Last week, I talked about the mammogram. The first week of October, I just shared some videos and I did some shirts for breast cancer awareness also. If anybody wants some breast cancer awareness shirt. I haven't seen Angie. She's supposed to come up and speak on that show. I gotta see, can I get in touch with her? Because she had bought a shirt from me and she had said she'll come up and, she's not a breast cancer survivor. She just said she'll come on the panel and, we'll just have conversation. But if anybody wants to come up on next Wednesday show, you can come up and share some things about breast cancer or, things like that. But other than that, I'm doing okay. I'm on my own little personal journey. Doctor got me on this raw food diet. It been killing me, but I'm maintaining. I'm maintaining. So, but I just want to share, share the information about breast cancer. Like I always put the disclaimer, this is commentary. This is not to diagnose or anything to give anybody no advice on anything. Only thing I tell people that come here, take care of you. Make sure you go to your doctor. Make sure if anything out of the ordinary is not right with you, make sure you discuss it with your physician. And it's also good to get second opinions too. Like when one doctor tell you one thing, and if you're not sure about that doctor, get you another one. But always ask questions. Always ask questions. Um, if you have to do your own research about it, do it. Or anytime my doctor give me something different, he tell me like this raw food diet. I had to look this up. I'm like, this man gonna tell me you just gotta eat vegetables and fruits, no cooked food. And I'm like, what? No meat. So I haven't eaten any meat in 7 days. I just been eating vegetables, fruits, and nuts. Hey, Frank, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm still on this thing with the breast cancer. Next Wednesday be the last show. Then we'll see what's going on for November. How you doing? I'm doing all right, Frank. I went back to the doctor yesterday. Them pounds coming off. I told my doctor, I said, look, I'm struggling here. He told me, well, if you feel like you getting off track, he told me, if you just happen to want to just eat you something, just get back on track. If you have, so I'm trying to tip it out to next week, but once he take me off, I still gonna be sticking with still fruits and vegetables, but I'll be able to get back on my baked food. But really, my body just going through a detox right now, just going through a detox, and you know, some of my swelling and went down in my arm, but I still got my chronic issues. But he told me yesterday he just want me to feel better and be healthier. And so that is the goal with me. Yeah, second opinion is good to have. Because when I had got diagnosed with mine, we had other doctors look at it. Yeah. Hey, Miss Key, how you doing? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Like I said, this is breast cancer awareness, and I'm just sharing information. This is not to diagnose anyone or give anyone any type of advice or anything like this. This is my commentary, and this is try to uplift and motivate others. What I'm sharing here today is just the symptoms of breast cancer. You doing well? That's good. I'm hanging in there too, girl. It been rough. My husband, my husband made me mad last night. Come showing me his pork chop. I said, I don't want to look at no pork chop. I said, y'all shouldn't do that to me. Y'all know I'm not on any meats. He comes, I told him I was gonna attack him if he don't leave me alone. He said, he said, I forget. I'm forgetting about you ain't on there. You know, everybody in my family saying they're proud of me. They they just said they can't do it along with me. I told my daughter, you could have did it along with me. I'm on my day. This is day 7. He walk around here talking about, look. And I told him I cannot cook. I know it. Where he work at, he bring his lunch, right? No, they give him dinner on his job. And I'm glad I don't have to be cooking all that stuff. I can't cook that stuff and can't eat it. It'll mess me up. It'll mess me up. But by Thanksgiving, my doctor said I probably get me a cheat day. Cause it's about 2 or 3 more weeks for Thanksgiving, ain't it? But anyway, I go back to the doctor on the 3rd. My 14 days will be up next week. But if I get back on stuff, I still can't get the pork and fried food. I'm still gonna be sticking with whole foods. Right now, my body just going through the detox. I'm gonna be just like them folks on drugs, y'all. When I do eat my first piece of chicken again, I'm gonna probably eat the bone and everything. Yo, I'm probably gonna eat the bone, the gristle, the feathers. Red long now, probably eat a feather. Oh, Jesus. I told my family, y'all gonna have to take me out to eat. Y'all gonna take me out to eat. My doctor said, I just want you to feel better. I want you to be healthier. I want you to be having less pain. Then he told me yesterday when I was your doctor, I said, okay. Okay. It's 36 more days for Thanksgiving. Girl, I got what 7 more days on this raw food diet. I still eat meat, but I eat vegetable with it. Yeah. And so when I get out these 14 days, I'm just gonna, still stick with eating more vegetables and but I'm gonna get back to my bacon, my baked chicken, fish, and turkey. Yeah. I said I might eat, look, Frank, I might eat the whole bone up when I go back to eating chicken. Y'all be like that good. Look, I better take me some days off YouTube when I can start by eating meat. Y'all be like, what happened to Georgia girl? Y'all gonna be like, where's she at? Sit down with a pan of chicken. Y'all just don't know how hard it been, y'all. It been hard. It been hard. I done cried. I done been so emotional. Then they keep you over there cooking all that stuff and sassy. Then I go over there and look at Frank. But y'all be eating pretty good though. Y'all be doing good with y'all food though. I was told to limit my intake on red meat. I did it because it's for my health. Yeah, yeah. That's it. That's it, sassy. That is it. Health is wealth. I had to put back those look, I had already put back that pork anyway, but my husband keep talking about some chitlins. I'm like, you ain't gonna be able to eat none of this shit. I was yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do. So they but one of us, y'all. And like getting back to my commentary about breast cancer. Anytime you see any type of lump, and that's come to any type of cancer, anytime you see any type of lump either type of you know how sometimes you get those bumps and cysts on you. You know, we sometimes you'll try to burst those things, but they always used to tell us when we was coming up, when you get those rising, y'all heard of those things? They call rising. They'll pop up in your skin, right? And they'll be so sore and swollen. My husband used to get them all the time. I mean, he used to get them like on his leg. Oh, okay, y'all know it don't rise, and y'all know what I'm talking about. They call them boil or either cyst. And when those things get on you, they be saying it be a sign of sickness. And my husband had one on the back of his neck. And he went to the doctor. You know, anytime you have those type of things, they're gonna check it out to make sure that it ain't nothing cancerous. Yeah, they heard. He didn't want to go to the doctor that day, but he went on. But I always say, don't hesitate. I know, Assassin, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. You continue to keep doing what you're doing. Frank said he on his wellness journey. He said he don't document stuff. You know, I see that Frank have changed his eating habit from how he used to eat. I seen that maybe about a year ago when we first started by doing the challenges. I saw that he don't eat a lot of fried food and different stuff like that. But you have to find your own way. You have to find what's best for you. You walked 3 miles. You didn't record it. Yeah, I saw how you was eating when we was doing the challenges. And I was like, okay, Frank. See, you have to really do what's best for you and how you feel about it. I be sitting here just cutting up my little stuff. Sometimes I just got to eat an orange, right? Did y'all see my coleslaw I made? I put some honey in it, y'all, and I was just imagining I had some wings on the side of it. But it was good though. It was good. I'm eating on that the rest of the day and tomorrow, but I'm making like this all like this. I'm making it do what it do. I'm making it do what it do. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Frank. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you just have that taste for a piece of fried chicken. Just have that taste, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Long as you're comfortable with what you're doing, and that's what I had to do. This was a mind thing. I had after my doctor told me this. Yesterday he was just shaking my hand and somebody, okay, you're doing good. Go ahead, keep going. He think it's gonna last to Thanksgiving. It might last until the 1st of November, but I could go no further, y'all. I don't think I could go no further, but I can do it in moderation. You see what I'm saying? I can do it with moderation. But I'm okay. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But right here, I don't know if I have any survivors in the chat, like women to women, like Miss Key, Sassy. Do y'all ever do the breast exam? Do y'all ever do the breast exam? This right here just showing the breast exam, like steps you could do. I remember when I first started going to get my pap smear, right? I remember when I first started getting my pap smear. I think I first started going, you know, at a real early age, and it's good to go get those pap smears too. Cause those pap smears tell you whether you get cancer, ovarian cancer, and different things like that. And my doctor, she always would check my breast. She would always tell us, tell me what to do and how to do it. They say it's always good. Some people do it laying down, once a month. Yeah, he do. Talking about some by Thanksgiving, you'll be ready for a cheat dinner. I'm like, what? Yeah. They say you're supposed to check your breast once a month. Even you guys, shoot, see up there, see if everything all right with your breasts up there. If you see any type of growth up there, any type of knots, don't be ashamed. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? y'all have to have some type of laughter in this, because if I don't, I probably would cry when I with what I'm going through. But I have to try to keep my spirits up. You see what I'm saying? I have to try to keep my spirits up. When I was around the kids the other day, they were like, "Ugh, I'm sorry, you eating that stuff?" When I was making that carrot, when I'm making that spinach and all those little drinks I was making, they tell me, "How you eat that?" I said, "You got no choice but to eat it right now." But spinach is very healthy, y'all. Get y'all some spinach and get you some banana and put it together. Y'all probably eat the yogurt. That's a good drink. Yeah, it be hard. It be hard. And no kids ain't making it no better. Y'all know my granddaughter called me today, tell my grandma, get what I'm doing. I got me some Chick-fil-A. I'm like, girl, don't be calling me, telling me that. Don't be calling me, telling me about no Chick-fil-A. It's good to see you, Ken. You still ready for your uh, little Halloween carnival or wherever you be going to? But this right here on the screen just showing like the steps you can do to check your breath. Some people lay down and do it. Some people stand up and do it. You can see yourself in the mirror. Put your two fingers up under your breast. And this right here, just like I said, this is commentary. You know, I be feeling around on myself. I know, hon, I got doctor bills everywhere. I go see about myself. I don't know about y'all in the chat, but I see something at the ordinary. I'm gonna go say, "Oh, this ain't right here." Cause when I did go get my breast checked, they said, "No, it's just tissues. That's all it is. It ain't nothing up there." But it just it felt funny up there. And I even had my daughter to feel it. To my mom, ain't nothing in there. There ain't nothing. I said, you better be knowing and not knowing, right, guys? So this right here is just showing ways you can do when you lay down. Yep. Mickey, you had a little some stuff going on with your health this year, didn't you? And it made, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, like I can say, oh, you going to a Halloween party? Okay, have fun. Sometimes people might say, oh, she looks so healthy. But you don't never know what a person is really going through. You really don't know. You just see a person outside. You don't never know what they're really going through. Like some people are dealing with stuff mentally. Some people deal with stuff silent, very silent. You don't even hear about it, because they try to deal with it. There's a lot of people out here fighting breast cancer. There's a lot of survivors out here. There's a lot of people going through, dealing with what I'm going through, not being able to eat the things they want to eat because they realize it hurting their bodies. So it's a lot of stuff that we shouldn't take for granted. And I say I don't take nothing for granted, because things do change. Things change in a blink of an eye. But if you see the string, it's just showing like you can lay down, you either lay or stand. You get your two fingers and you put them in a position where you can feel around your nipple area. I know I got guys in the chat, but y'all got sisters and aunts but yeah, this is part of what women do, but I'm sure men have to do the same thing if they want to check theirs. You can just feel around up in that area, around that nipple, feel the area up under your arm and see if you got any type of growth or anything out of the ordinary, any type of lump or anything. If you see any type of discolor, any type of discharge, anything that's just out of the ordinary. Ariana Brown said, I talk a lot about health because this is like, how sometimes, when you been through stuff and I feel like these conversations should be held. You know, I'm not saying I know it all about the health stuff, but I try to keep myself up to date on a lot of stuff because we go through a lot. We really do go through a lot. And I try to keep myself encouraged along with others. So anybody that's out there fighting breast cancer, just know that you're not alone. There are people that are, praying for you. Now, whoever's going through it, I hope they get where they need to get on their journey. Because like I said, one of my friends, she had it. They had to end up moving her breast, and she was just saying how mentally it bothered her, but she got a life. She got a life. And y'all see Miss April over here. I hadn't seen her lately, but y'all see Miss April. She a 2-time breast cancer survivor. Miss April, Miss April was over here showing y'all. Miss April had to pull up her shirt one day over here. And she ended up losing both of her breasts, but she said she still got her life. She still got her life. Sometimes we be put in these positions, we don't know how it's gonna affect us in the way that it does, but that's just how life is. But Miss April, she's a very strong lady. She been over here a couple of times speaking on her journey. And she said she went through a lot. She said she went through a lot. How she was explaining about mentally how it affected her when she found out she had it and how it did to her after, she went through all the testing and stuff like that. That's why I tell people, anytime you dealing with something like cancer or you've been diagnosed with cancer, it affects you really mentally. It really does. Because I know I've been through it. But on the stream, it was just showing that go over right here. I was waiting till the phone load back up. Yeah. But I hope everybody have had a good day. I'm not even gonna ask y'all what y'all had for dinner. Don't worry. I'm not even gonna ask. I'm not even gonna ask. Because I had some slaw and some fruits today. That's what I had. I still got some left. I'm gonna eat off of it later on and tomorrow. I made a big bowl of slaw. I don't know if y'all seen my video I did this morning. And I ate me some fruits. And I've been eating some nuts and stuff like that. So I can't eat nuts. So just can't eat nothing on the huh? Who what? I'm not even gonna ask y'all what y'all having dinner because it's gonna make me hungry. Cause I had some slaw. I made me some homemade slaw. And so I had some fruits and stuff. Yeah. Frank, did you start? I'm trying to wait till this load up right here. Did you watch the games last night? I know basketball started last night, didn't it? What was that? Oh, this other phone. I'm trying to get it to load up. Cause my computer, it gonna have to be in the shop. Oh, okay. I'm still here. I said basketball season already. You watch both games? But I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Y'all enjoying this cool weather? I'm trying to get this phone to load up. It was cold. We had to turn our heater on, y'all. Look, turn the heat on this morning, and now it's warm. This ain't nothing but pneumonia weather. Nothing but pneumonia weather. So how y'all weather is where y'all at? Kenneth said he going to a Halloween carnival. Oh, okay. You watch both games? I know the Lakers were playing and Somebody else was playing. I know I saw the Lakers. You know, that's one of my teams. Well, Lakers and Golden State. I like both of them. They got a long season to go, ain't there? I see LeBron. He hurt, ain't he? He probably gonna retire sooner or later. Trying to see what did I send that to. Where's the Galaxy at? Yeah, they lost. Yeah, yes, they did. But anyway, I'm finna get on camera for a few minutes. But yeah, I just want to because I forgot to put that in there. Let's see, can I put it in right quick? Is it cold in y'all hometown? Is it cold where y'all at? I know they was talking about people have started by wearing their masks because I guess the COVID is getting back, I guess the COVID numbers are starting to get back up. So everybody take precautions out there. But they're saying that they are suggesting that people start by some people like at the doctor office and schools and places like that. They suggesting that people start by wearing their mask if they're not taking the cause my husband work at a nursing home, right? He a maintenance man. And I'm here. He worked part-time down there. And hey y'all, he worked part-time, right? No, it never went away. And they was telling him, and he don't want to take the flu shot, right? And I went on and took it. I got my that little joint that still flame, but it's okay. I just been having it propped up. Um, I took the flu shot. Was it last week? Yeah, I took the flu shot last week, and he never took it before. I done took it about 2 or 3 times. He never took it. And they telling him if he don't take the flu shot, he gonna have to wear his mask, working around, in that kind of environment, like at the hospital and schools, they be wanting people to wear masks. Cause when I was at the doctor office yesterday, a lot of people had on their mask yesterday. But I told the lady I had took my flu shot. Yeah, and that pneumonia stuff is out there. I mean, it's this time of year, you're easy to get colds, viruses, different things like that. So we should take precautions. If you don't wear your mask, just have one in your pocket just in case you be around. Cause some people, I'm telling you, some people, I know sometimes when you sneeze, you might not help it if you sneeze, but some people just be coughing. And then some, I be like, good gracious. Some people just be rude about it. Don't I always be telling my granddaughter? I be telling them, y'all cover y'all mouth, cover your mouth. Yep. So this is the last part I want to go over right here. This is for the breast examination. And these are 3 steps. If you're on the stream, if you in the chat, you can read along if you can see it. I've been watching the body cam videos on YouTube. People be doing some crazy stuff with crime. Yeah, I know. And one thing about those body cams, they have helped solve a lot of things too. They show a lot of stuff that people don't say they do. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of them polices, a lot of them don't even turn theirs on because they don't want people to see what they done. Yeah. So right here say breath self-examination is easy as 1, 2, 3. Breath self-examination should be done once a month during ovulation, prevalent at one time a day. So this should be done every month. Number 1, in the mirror. In front of a mirror, check for any changes in the normal look and feel of breasts, such as dimpling size, different nipple discharge, like what I've been talking about earlier. Expect 4 ways: your arms at your side, over your head, firmly press hand on hips and bend forward. That if you want to stand up and check it, you can just stand up, have your arm over your head, looking in the mirror, putting your hand up on your breast. I guess the men can check that way too because I mean it's just really checking to see if you don't have any type of growing or tissues or lumps up there. That if you're standing up, you can hold your hand over your head. But if you're laying down, there's a lie on your back with a pillow under your right shoulder and your right hand under your head. With the 4 fingers, I said 2 fingers, but it's 4 fingers. With the 4 fingers of your left hand, make small circular motion. Yep. So you got laying on your back, on your pillow, take your right hand up under your head. Get your left hand and put it up towards your breast and just go around and feel and see if you see anything lumpy or flaky or something like that. With the 4 fingers, your left hand made small circular motions. Follow it up and down pattern over the entire breast area, under the arm and up to the shoulder bone, pressing firmly. This is if you want to check yourself at home, but always let your doctor check you. But it's just something that they tell us monthly to do. Okay, that's a repeat using your right hand on your left breast. And this is commentary. This is not to suggest or diagnose anyone. To just, okay? Um, Repeat using right hand on left breast. Okay? While bathing with your right arm, raise your right breast with a soapy left hand and finger. You that do like the opposite side. Once you do the left one, you go back to your right one. Do the same thing. Put your 4 fingers up under by your nipple and just go around and see if you feel anything round up in there. So they said with your right arm raised, check your right breast with a soapy left hand and fingers flat while the method described under step 2, lying down, repeat on the other side. Yep. So they said, if you were to see something, make sure you discuss any changes with your medical provider. And that's it, guys. This is the self-examination. That is the self-examination I just read. There ain't nothing wrong with checking checking yourself out, but always let your doctor know if anything that you see out in the ordinary. Like put your 4 fingers, go around like that. And if you see something, just, feel yourself. Nothing wrong with touching yourself. Oh, but yeah. We was taught that at an early age when I was going to the health departments and giving them shots and different things like that. That the nurse always would do that every month. Every month. I seen that later the other day. But that's basically what I was talking about today, guys. I think the first week I had shared some videos and I also did some shirts and things. Let me show my merch. Y'all probably seen it on my video this morning or whenever I had shared it. But if anybody need any breast cancer awareness merch, Let me know. Y'all watch this video. Hey y'all, back. But anyway, that's in my shop. I do different little stuff. L'Oreal said she got Christmas stuff showing. But that's what the stores got. Y'all go in the store now, you gonna see some Christmas stuff. And I said Thanksgiving ain't got here yet, but yeah, that's basically what I want to talk about today. Like I said, I'm doing another show next week. I haven't seen Angie. I was trying to see if she got her shirt. Cause Angie, thank you, Angie, again for ordering a breast cancer awareness shirt. She had said she was gonna come on a panel. It was gonna be her first time coming on a panel, and she was gonna come on my panel. I haven't been seeing her lately. Hope she's doing well. I was trying to see if she got a shirt. I'm gonna have to go look at my email, and it'll show if she didn't got a shirt. She said she ordered it on the 13th, so what day is? 20th, 21st. If she hadn't got it, she should be getting it pretty soon. But like I say, early detection does save lives, guys. Early detection does save lives. Whether you getting your mammogram, just getting an exam, it's good to get those things checked out. A lot of us wait until something happened to want to go to the doctor, but if you know you already got issues and something popping up not right on you, get yourself checked out. I've been here drinking a lot of water, so I've been running to the bathroom a lot. Like they say, our health is our greatest wealth. And, anytime that you've been through something, anytime that you're in a situation where you got to do something to improve your health, You have to do it. Whether we, it's costly out here. It does cost out here for everything. Even though these past 7 days, I've been on just fruits and vegetables. Some of that stuff is not cheap now. That's why when I make something, I try to make it and eat it for 2 days. And like I made me a big thing of slaw. I don't know if y'all seen my video earlier. I had my husband, I said, you want some? He told me no, but he said if I had to put some tomatoes in it, he probably would have. Yeah, so it's just a big change for me. It is a big change, but I know my health is well. But I do want to thank everybody who did come in today. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Miss Key was in here. She's one of my members. Shout out to my members. Shout out to Kenneth. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to Sassy. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Like I said, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and for the ones that are out there fighting, and the ones that are out there still battling cancer, continue to keep you in my prayers, and just checking out some. So next week, I pretty much share some more information, and I would love to hear from somebody that's already have experience going through it. So that'll be probably because this month go out with next week. Yeah. 'Cause October is breast cancer awareness. So that'll be the end of breast cancer awareness. A lot of people doing like events, and a lot of people walking, a lot of people sharing information, a lot of people wearing pink. Cause it's pink. I got on pink today. I think every time I do the show, I have on pink. A lot of people are doing different things for awareness, walking. They're doing events to honor the honorees and things like that. Like I said, I have a couple of family members that did have cancer. Some survived and some didn't. So I wear pink. I did a shirt. I try to do a shirt every year. So for the last 2 or 3 years, I've been doing different design, and I've been like, whoever be a guest over here, I always get them a breast cancer awareness shirt or mug or something like that. Angie got a shirt, so if she come on the panel, I'm gonna give her something, maybe a water bottle or maybe a bag. Yeah, but I gotta go check on her because I ain't been seeing her these last few days. Hope she's okay. 'Cause I know with the weather changing and all this going on. And I don't know if y'all seen my video yesterday. Ooh, child. When I went live yesterday, I was getting ready to go in the doctor office, right? So I just went live just to waste a little time. Boy, I had some trolls coming up, and I mean, them trolls was on fire. They was Trumpsters. They was some of the Trump people. So I'm just gonna say it just like that. One man came in and talking about, I did a highlight video and I shared it. One man talking about, oh, so you don't support our glorious King Donald Trump. Boy, what he say that for? I said, I said, only person I worship is the King above, Jesus Christ. That's the King that I worship. I'm not gonna sit and tell nobody I worship man, or I call him glorious, or I call him a king. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, if you vote for him, fine. If he your cup of tea, he your cup of tea. He just ain't mine. And so I ended up blocking that dude because they ended up talking all that stuff. I mean, it be some people coming up in these chats. Somebody came here talking about they hiding from the Secret Service. I'm like, what in the world? If you hiding from the Secret Service, Why is you coming in somebody's live stream? You saw that? These people just, I mean, like I said, I don't have nothing against who you vote for or who you worship. I worship God. I'm not going to put nobody before God. I don't care who you are, president. I don't care who you are. You will not go before God. Not in my life. I'm always put God first. I had to tell him, I said, look, you do what you do. You know who you voted for? He talking about that glorious. I mean, he had it like that glorious king. I mean, it's some people, I hate to say that, they can come in my chat today if they want. It's some people really do worship him. If some people really do worship him like he's God. He's not God. He's not God, y'all. He's not God. But you got to know that. I can't tell you that. You got to know this man not God. Do God like what he doing? Do God like what he doing? Government still shut down. People ain't sure they're going to have any insurance. You know what I'm saying? They talking about doing something to the kids programs and all different types of stuff. People getting letters through the mail saying their insurance going to change. They're trying to cut out the Obamacare. And y'all know that Obamacare helped a whole lot of people, especially people that didn't have no jobs. But like I said, I just had to bring it up because I was like, that troll got on my nerve. I already was agitated. Folks are down, I still can't eat right and stuff. I'm like, go somewhere. Get out my chat with that thing. You worship him on your channel. Now, I'm just going to say this just like this. I didn't vote for him. And it might be some things he's doing good. It might be some things he's not. But I'm not here to say I worship him or I feel like he's a glorious king. I'm not going to say that now. Yeah, he might be doing some changes. He might be making some changes to the government for the good or the bad. He might be. I don't know. But every time I turn on my TV or my phone, I'm always seeing some bad critics about it. I'm always seeing, ain't nobody really saying anything good about our president. I mean, I don't know. I don't follow the politics like that. So I don't know, is he doing a good job or is he not? I don't know. I just know the government shut down. My granddaughter showed me. My granddaughter showed me a picture while they was in Washington. So they got his picture plastered all over stuff. She said, Mama, those people know they don't like that man up there. I said, I know it. There's a lot of places people don't like him. But I'm going to say this. He might be our president, but he's not God. And I'm not going to treat him like he's God. You know what I'm saying? Because God said, when they go, what he said, God can sit, they can sit high and they can sit low. But God, if God in the midst of all of this, things gonna change. Eventually, hey, Siri, things eventually gonna change for that White House. You know what I'm saying? I was just sitting here just talking about I think you was the one got rid of that man yesterday. Talk about I got rid of one of us got rid of him, but he was saying he worshiped Donald Trump, right? He was saying he worshiped Donald Trump. And I was saying, only one I worship is the king above, Jesus Christ. But a lot of people do worship him. I'm not going to go that far to say I worship no man, but God. Donald Trump didn't wake you up that morning. It was God Almighty. I'm doing okay. I'm maintaining her. I'm maintaining. Another day's journey. I'm maintaining. I felt like coming on talking about, I was talking about the symptoms of breast cancer and showing the way we have to do our own breast exam. Yeah, you were getting Sarah was getting them out the chat yesterday. She was like, boom, 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 boom. I said, what's wrong with these folks today? I'm over here talking about what I'm going through. Why do they do that? I guess they don't have nowhere to go. They don't have nowhere to go, right? Yeah, they try to just come up in your chat and speak on Donald Trump. Like I said, I know he's our president. I know that. Like I said, whoever voted for him, I don't have a problem with that. That was your vote. But don't come in trying to tell me what I should do. Why I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. If that's who you voted for, stick with it. Only thing I pray that things do get better. I pray that the government be able to get stronger. Whether and it's just like anything in life. When you're trying to do something and come up with a plan, it ain't gonna work if one person pulling this way, the other person pulling that way. Somebody gonna have to come to common ground, come together, and make the right decision for the American people. From what I have been told, they trying to take insurance away from a lot of people. He my president, God Almighty. I don't care who sit up in that White House. The man up above is my Almighty. Yeah, but so it's still shut down, y'all. It's still shut down. So like me and my sister-in-law were talking last night. It gonna get worse. If things don't get better, it gonna get worse. And I pray that things get, hope they don't try to mess with my insurance, because I know I have to go to the doctor a lot. I haven't received a letter or anything, but some people have received letters stating that some of their insurance is going to change. I don't know if their premium going to change or it's something. They might have to get another policy, but they trying to have it where people don't have no free insurance. In other words, that's the bottom line. They don't want to help people. But the same one that thought that this, I don't know what that must be that computer. That the same one that thought that he was gonna do all this and that. Maybe he will. I don't know. But I'm not finna say he's glorious. I'm not gonna say I worship him. Like that person said in my chat yesterday. That's you. If you feel that way. Let's see, that computer making that noise. What's be? But I'm not gonna, like I said, I don't have nothing against who voted for him. Only thing I say, good, pray, it didn't die. It have died. Making up all that noise. I took her to a guy the other day. He talking about he gonna charge $30 to look at it. I'm like, what? He said he gonna charge $30 to look at my computer, and that's not even including what he gotta go take it in. I'm making it too much noise. That's not. I don't know what you're trying to say wrong, man. It might be needing a reboot, might need some more software or something. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna see later on. But that's basically what I was talking about. That I'm hanging in there, y'all. It's been a struggle with this new way of eating for me, but I'm 7 days in. 7 days in. I done lost some pounds. I'm probably end up losing more before next week because I got to finish. He told me 14 days. And I talked to him yesterday. Talking about if you feel like you're Um, off track a little bit. If you're getting off track, just try to get back. But I haven't eaten any meat. I haven't eaten any meat. No sweets. All the sweets I have eaten is from the fruits and stuff. Yep. Hey TNT, I didn't know you was in the chat. How you doing? TNT, I saw your video with that girl. You want to have another baby? Girl. TNT, I saw your video. You have a bad cough. You take care of yourself. Yeah, I've been dealing with this inflammation as always. It's this in the joint. It be in my joints. It's in my joints. That's why I had to change a lot of stuff that I'm doing now. But I saw your video. You talking about you having the baby blues. Woo, child. Go ahead, sister girl. Go ahead if you want you a baby. Go ahead. Oh yeah, I just unplugged it. You having baby fever? Woo, child. Go ahead, girl. These grandkids, ooh, child. Them enough babies for me. They too expensive. They too expensive. My granddaughter's about, you can't have any more? Okay. Well, how many? You got two, right? You already got two children, right? But how would you feel better? Cause I know how you going through, child. We have our up and down day, with this weather and stuff changing. But the day I was just talking about the symptoms of breast cancer, do y'all ever check out? And I was talking about the home exam test. Do y'all ever check y'all breast yourself? Just feel around up in there to just make sure you don't see nothing. And if you see something, always go to the doctor. And I was just going over the steps of how you supposed to have your put 4 fingers and just go round and round and see if you feel anything. They say you're supposed to check your breast once a month. Do y'all ladies ever do that in the chat? Or y'all always go to get when y'all do y'all pap? I know they do it when you get your pap smear done. Y'all probably hear my stomach growling over here. I had made me some slaw, big old bowl of slaw, and I got some fruits and stuff I'm gonna finish eating. Oh, that's good. But I'm saying, do you ever check yourself at home? Do you ever just check yourself? Like when you coming out the shower or bath, you could do it standing up or you could do it laying down. Just self examination. Yeah. For the ones that if you know someone that deal with breast cancer or been fighting breast cancer, I will put some bowls in the chat to honor people with breast cancer. I don't even think it's on this phone here. Let me see. But other than that, y'all, I'm maintaining. I have my up and down days, but I thank God I'm here. I thank God I'm here. And I just felt like doing some commentary. Felt like sharing some things since I had started talking about breast cancer for this month. Next week, Angie, I gotta see how she doing. She supposed to come up on the panel with me. I was trying to find the pink bowl because I was putting some pink bowls up for the survivors. You got a bad cough? Have you been to the doctor yet? I was just talking about that COVID is still out there. One of my brother friend died from pneumonia. It's still out there, so we got to Take precautions out there, y'all. Gotta take precautions, you know. I took the flu shot. You ain't had the flu shot yet? My husband, he's scared to take it, but they told him if he don't take it, now they saying if you're not taking the flu shot, they want you to wear a mask, especially if you're working around like children or the elderly. Oh, what your comment was? I still do it, but I don't have any more. I'm in my menopause. Oh, you're okay. Yeah, they used to tell us to do that, especially right after you have your period. What to times where kids or what okay, times where kids clean up the neighborhood or go to the grocery store to help elder people to get money. Yeah, I remember those times, Frank. I remember that. I don't know. My brother called. Kids still do that. These kids ain't look, they ain't got time. You get yours on Monday. Oh, okay. Yo, flu shot. These kids don't have time. If that iPad or that game ain't nowhere nearby, they ain't gonna do nothing. That's why my grandson. I'm back. I thought my brother had wanted something. I still have to call, make sure ain't nothing going on with my mom. But yeah, kids don't hardly do stuff like that. You might find a few kids that would do that, Frank, but not too many. Not too many. These kids now, man, they some serious. Frank, you used to help people out like that. Did you used to help people when you was coming up? Did you used to do like little errands and go onto the store for like your mom, your grandmother? I used to help this lady when I got out of school every day. I used to go help this lady like wash her dishes and like when she needed help with somebody folding clothes and stuff like that. She was used to give me a little change or whatever. But she was kind of like my first job, like getting a little money, especially because I was still in school, right? She was just kind of like my godmother, really. And hey, Joshua, how you doing? Good to see you. Joshua Gabriel, good to see you. How your day going? We had Minister Terry had came in here, Sassy, Miss Key. Who else came in here? Shout out to my members, Miss Key, TNT, Sirius. Thank y'all for still being members over here. I really do appreciate each one of you. Thanks to everybody that do come over when you're able to. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I was talking about breast cancer awareness, about how important it is to get your checkup, your mammograms, make sure you getting your exams. Sometimes you can check your own self at home. Just try to make sure if you see anything out of the ordinary, just make sure you let your doctors know what's going on. You gotta put the one with the S on it. It's TR, it's troopers. TROOPERS. I spelled it wrong, but you gotta put troopers, it'll come up then. And I know that menopause ain't no joke of TNT. Frank said, I will go to the store for my mother and two grandmothers and help the homeless. That was good, Frank. That was real good. A lot of the kids, it might be some children still go run errands for you, but not like it was when we was coming up, not like it was when we was coming up. I hope everybody's day has been going well for them. Like I said, I'm hanging in there. I'm trying to maintain, trying to keep up this healthy eating, but it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke, y'all. It ain't no joke. But our health is our what? Our health is our wealth. And we gotta be the one that wanna you know, take care of what we gotta do to better ourselves. Can't nobody do it for us. We gotta do it for ourselves. But that's good, Siri. Frank said the kid lazy these days, huh? That's great. Do you ever check your own breast series? Do you do your breast exams or you ain't old? I know you're probably not old enough to get a mammogram. I don't know how old you are, but um you start getting your mammogram at 40. But do you ever get them checked when you get your exam, like physical exam, to make sure you don't have knots and things like that? TNT, I hope you feel better. But I saw your video, girl. TNT said she had the baby blues. Ain't nothing wrong with that, girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I guess sometimes you get like that. They do be adorable, those babies, but once they get 1 and 2 years old, ooh, Jesus. I think today is 6 Bowls' baby birthday. I think her little baby turned 1 today. Or was it yesterday? Yep. I'm like, wow, he won already? Why you say that, Frank? Because you'll be what? Because you because you say you don't have any kids, do you? You don't have any kids, do you? Okay. But ain't nothing wrong with that. Children these days do have to have some type of discipline, Because if you don't discipline them, you don't tell them about stuff, they gonna feel like they can talk to you in any kind of way. They're gonna feel like they can do what they want to do. You gotta set those ground rules. They gotta know the boundaries. They gotta know. Oh, okay. That's great. That is so great. That is great. That's basically what I was just sharing today about that. And I can remember when I first started going to the health department at an early age. They taught us how to check our breasts and stuff. Frank, you probably would have been, I mean, it ain't too late. You still can have some kids. I mean, you still were, never know you might have one. Frank, did you ever want any kids? Did you ever want any kids? Do you want kids? I love my babies. They too grown. They grown, but my son just turned 28. My daughter, she's 36. Ooh, y'all getting old, I told her. I told them, I said, y'all getting old on me. Y'all know my baby, my grandbabies. I enjoy them. Me and my kids are real close. We like friends, but they know who the parent is now. That's one thing. They don't get mixed up. You know how some people try to be the children parent and the friend? It's all right being close to your parents and your children, but you got to know, let them know who's the boss. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Okay. Yep. But other than that, I'm hanging in there, just doing what I need to do to stay on this path I'm on. I'm trying to keep my mind at a good space, trying to make sure my body's doing right. In other words, I'm making sure my mind, body, and soul is where it needs to be during this path of my life. I'm getting old. I'm an older lady. My body go through changes, but I still got my life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do whatever because I am a fighter. I'm very determined. I'm very determined. And my doctor told me yesterday, "You're doing good. You're doing good." So yeah. He said, I want to see you more healthier. And he said, want you to be less. He want me to be kind of pain free if possible. Okay, yeah, I want kids, but I don't want with a bad mother. I hear you, Frank. I hear you. I hear you. They are a joy. Kids are a joy. You know. Yeah. That's what my son, he a baby boy. It was like when he was little, I could even turn for him. I mean, he stayed behind me. That's my baby. And he just turned out to be the young man he is. I'm so proud of him. He turned out to be the young man he is today. No, he went through him and my daughter both, they went through what they need to go through to get their path. And I always told them to continue to keep God first. And that's for all of us. Whatever we're trying to do in our life, sometimes you might feel like you're not succeeding, but you don't still, you got to keep it going. Just can't give up. Because we be tested every day. God tests us every day to see. To me, I say he tests us to bring us closer to him. Because he wants us to trust him in situations and things that we're going through. He don't want us to worry. He want us to give it to him and let him deal with it. But we human. We are human. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you, you know, this what I've been going through. It really had got to me. But it seemed like the more and more I eat my food or I'm eating now, I'm getting better at it. I've been doing some walking. I do it out in the yard. I can't do much exercise, but I do try to walk a little bit and my foot don't fall. 'Cause I don't want that thing to get back flamed up. No, Jesus. Uh-uh. Mother dance. What? Mother dance with these kids on social media. Oh, I know, honey. I ain't gonna speak of my daughter and my granddaughter. They'll do some TikTok videos. They be on there doing some. Mm. That what it seemed like that's what a lot of them doing now. Yeah. Try to make sure I ain't overlook no comment. And this month is winding down, y'all. Y'all know this year, this year is winding down. This year is winding down. Don't y'all know this month gonna be going out next week? This month will be going out next week. We'll be heading into a November, y'all. Time is going by. Yeah, it be on IG too. Uh, we'll be going into a new year pretty soon. Wow. And like I said, I hope things get better with this government situation. We don't need to go into a new year we don't need to head into a new year with all this. You know what I'm saying? Even though we got 2 more months before this year over with. And I hope and pray things get better for everybody, not a certain group of people, but everybody, you know? Because people out here hurting, they're struggling. People are struggling with stuff, struggling to keep food on their table, pay their bills, and different things like that. Some people can't go to the doctor and get their checkups or not able to do their mammograms and different things like that. I'm scheduled for one, but they haven't set my appointment in. I know I got one coming up this year. I know I got one coming up. And shout out again to my members. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Is anybody live that was in the chat? Anybody live that was in the chat? So, you know, I try to keep it live at 2 hours at the most. I'm just about at my 2 hour mark. Anybody live? What did y'all do today? Did y'all do any kind of commentary? Frank? I saw Miss Key had did something earlier. Frank, this man got three. Look, if he make it to January, he still got 3 more years. And then they saying he's trying to get it where he'll be able to run again. Lord Jesus, don't let that happen. If this man put it in law that he gonna be president, because they say he want to be president forever, I guess. That Congress and these people better get out and do something. What did you do today, Frank? Did you do any commentary and videos? Let's see who else was in here. I see Minister Terry came in and spoke. It was good seeing him. We saw Sassy, you know, she doing her walking for breast cancer. Y'all go over there and support her. Miss Key did her lives, working on her watch hours. And who else was in here? Joshua Graham, he was in here. Joshua Gabriel, both of the Joshua's in here. Kenneth, Frank, TNT, Serious. I think that's everybody. And I know I had I think a new person came in here. Appreciate the ones that did come by. And I hope this commentary was able to help someone. Like I said, it's only commentary. I just want to share about the importance and they're showing the symptoms of breast cancer in it. But anytime you see anything out of the ordinary going on, whether it's your breast, any parts of your body, if you see anything just out of the ordinary and you know it need medical attention, please go get it checked out. Don't hesitate. Or sometimes we try to put things off for another day. Well, I'm gonna go next month, or I'm gonna make another appointment. When it comes down and stuff like that, you shouldn't waste around. You shouldn't waste time. You should get your checkup and get all those things done. And because if anything else need to be done, you'll have time to get it done. But that's why they always say early detections does save lives, because you can already put an effort in trying to get it seen out. I had my aunt. I don't know if y'all remember when my aunt had died. It seemed like we had just found out she had cancer about a couple of weeks before she died. Sometimes when you don't go get your checkup, or you don't notice a change in stuff, especially when it comes down to cancer, if it already been there for a while, like my cancer, I won't cry, but her cancer had already went to the last stage. Once it go beyond 3 to 4 stages, cancer, I'm not saying it can't be treated, but once it get past that down far, it'd be hard to treat. It all depends on what type of cancer it is. Monty had pancreatic cancer, and that was so hard. It was hard. That was my mama's sister. I mean, we didn't even know it. I mean, just looking, like I said, you could be looking at somebody and you think nothing wrong with people. Cause my aunt, she didn't seem like she wasn't sick, but it was something going on. But a lot of people have things going on, but they just don't speak on it. They don't tell their relatives. They don't, cause they feel like I don't want to be a burden to no one. But yeah, my mama, she still be asking about her sister too. Yeah, she been gone for a few years now, but it was hard. It was hard. Cause my mom was like that, and my mom had the early signs of dementia, right? And she still be asking about her. She still be, she might say, I ain't seen her today. She ain't called me today. And I have to keep telling them, I'm like, Mama, she gone. They had their up and down days, but they were real close. They were real close. But I'm just saying, how cancer, how it move, how it deteriorates your body. It really do. But if you're able to get yourself checked, get your exams, they're very important. Get your exams and everything. I like speaking on wellness because of things that I've been through, and it helps me to know that I'm working toward trying to do things to better myself. And I always try to share and uplift others. Yeah, thank you. She have her days. She have her days. Sometimes she'll say stuff and I be like, then she'll be like, mm. She might say a curse word. She might say, I forgot. But we know that's part of what she deal with. But she's fine. She's still at home and she'll be there. If the Lord's willing for her to stay there, that's where she'll be. But yeah. But I was trying to see was anybody live that was in the chat. I don't know. I know some of my members probably live. I know Lion Pride normally go live. Miss Key, Miss Pat, I don't know if she was live earlier today, but I did see a video of her. And serious, thank you for always sharing some inspiring words and leaving genuine comments. I do appreciate you. Frank, thank you for always hanging in here. Even when I be talking about women stuff, you still be toughing it out. But like I said, men deal with breast cancer too. Thank you. But I always tell people I don't know it all. And y'all know I stay at the doctor. I'm there taking care of myself. I'm gonna be there. Hey hubby, chop last night. He got some chicken tonight, y'all, and some rice. And he know can't eat no meats. I got what 8 more days. He come flashing that pork chop last night. I said, if you don't go on, leave me alone. He be all on YouTube. I know he be on YouTube. Cause when I be in the room, I be hearing him. He love to watch Country Wayne, y'all. He happy that the Dallas Cowboy been doing good, y'all. That's my hubby. All right. That's my hubby of 35 years, guys. He keep telling me, you gonna be all right. Just hang in now. I said, well, y'all need to stop bringing that food up around me then, knowing I can't eat it. So I hope to be right by Thanksgiving. Cause they like when I be making dressing and stuff. I'm like, if I can't eat it, I'm not gonna make it. They be like, Mama, why you want to do it like that? Cause you can't eat it. I say, I'm just gonna if I hopefully I'll be good. Cause he really it's just like I'm detoxing my body for these days. And once I get back on my regular eating, I'm still gonna have stick to my fruits and stuff like I always have done. He'll be coming here after a while, going in the kitchen, hitting the pots and pans here. Yep, but I'm almost at my 2 hour mark. I just want to come on and share that, but I'm doing okay. Last week this joint, my arm was swole up to here, like my foot was going through, but it done went down. So that's why he said, "Lord, you let you falling apart." And my doctor said, but I'm getting on the right track. So I'm not saying I probably won't have no more swelling or no more pain, but we're trying to eliminate or trying to just get my immune system where I'm able to, because I want to be able to enjoy myself. I get tired of being going through stuff. You know what I mean? No, I ain't making my mug. He don't even know what's going on. But I'm gonna make one for then y'all can he don't be no uh, he won that, but he don't know what be going on. That for real. So I had told him to get him a channel because he like to do carpentry work. He like to paint and he like to do stuff like that. And I was telling him, I said, uh, now he don't cook now. But he will do like carpentry work. He good with doing stuff with tools. And I told him, I said, you ought to do your yeah. And sometimes it's good to laugh. And he good at doing stuff. Cause this room I be in, he painted for me. Cause he said, this is where you be at. He said, this my little room where I have my little table where I put my little stuff when I do my videos. He always have did that type of stuff. So you do your channel and start doing like home, like show where you be painting, doing different little stuff. He build porches and stuff like that. He told me he'll think about it. I said, I'll tell some of my people to come over there and subscribe to you. I told him, I said, now I think you get how many people now, y'all? Did you get what 500 now? And they let you try to get monetized. Well, you got to get 3,000 watch hour, right? But you get 500 people now. I told him it ain't like it was when we first started. Shoot, we had to get 1,000 people and 4,000 watch hour. And shout out to E-God's son. Shout out to E-God's son. He got his monetization, guys. He got his monetization. Y'all know who E-God is? He got his monetization back. I think one time they had took his channel, but he started all over. I told him it's some work, but he got it. He probably on that too. Shout out to him. And like the ones that still working. I told Miss Keith, I don't know how close she is or what about she at, but I know McKee been working hard. I told her keep working. She getting there, but it takes some work. You really do. But I'm about to end this. Yeah. Yep, he got it. I saw him yesterday when he did his live stream. He got a dollar sign on there. Once you get that dollar sign on there, it once you get that dollar sign on there, they let you know that, it's in the works and stuff like that. Yeah, she gonna get it. She gonna get it. She gonna get it. But I want to thank everybody who stopped by today. I'm finna get on off of here. I appreciate everybody for coming out again. Thank you again. Sarah, you ain't never thought about getting a channel? Have you ever had a channel? Or have you ever thought about getting a channel? Or you just, have you had a channel before? It ain't easy. It's not easy trying to keep these channels up, especially when you have real life stuff going on. But I just do what I do and keep on living. Shout out to Frank. Frank been around a long time too. He been pushing on his channel for a long time. I don't know if he ever want to get monetized, but I keep telling him, just keep going. Just keep going. Oh no, I'm good being a you too busy. I understand that. And one thing I can say about you, Sarah, you do support a lot of people because I see a lot of people you do mod for. I see that. I said, Sarah, I see you over there, Miss Patty, Fuga Mama. You support a lot of people and you are a good supporter. And I appreciate you for being a member over here. I appreciate you for just coming over when you can. And, if I just appreciate you. I appreciate supporters like you that, take the time out their busy schedule to come in and just say, hey, how you doing? And things like that. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the ones that stick around. Well, all right, you guys. I'm finna get on off of here. I gotta eat my slaw. I got some slaw and I got some honeydew melon. I'm gonna eat. Ugh, Lord Jesus. Ugh, woosah. I just gotta take those deep breaths and say, woo. Imagine them being some noodles or but it tastes good. I don't know if you see my video this morning. I had put some honey in it. I put some lemon juice in it. I got some green apples. So I spike my stuff up. You know what I'm saying? I spike it up, but it's just raw. It ain't cooked. It's just raw. So it's coming along. It's coming along. I just said, yeah, this a Mike Nugget right here. Yeah. Yeah. I have to have a sense of humor over here. 'Cause if I don't, if I be the way how I feel, I be feeling down all the time. And I don't like to be feeling down all the time. Even though sometimes I do feel down, but I be want to keep my spirits up, if you get what I'm saying. So, and talking to y'all and sharing, that do lift my spirits up. You know what I'm saying? It keep me going. So I appreciate everybody that did stop by. Thank you. Whether you're peeping in the bushes, whether you gave me a thumb up, whether you gave me a donation, whether you just being part of my membership, just being over here with me, it just means a lot. I want y'all to continue to have a blessed night. Stay blessed, stay encouraged, and always stay what? Prayed up. And until next time, bye-bye.